Hello and welcome to Warblog. I'm going to make this a quick one. Where's my mouse? I'm calling this West Telfare. The reason I'm doing that is because I did this the other day based on a Southfront article which is linked there. But if you look at this one, it will give you this map, and if you look at it carefully, Telfare, which is on that road, has not actually been taken. They've gone as far as Casa Alias, but they took essentially that little gap there. I think that little gap is fairly academic, really, and I'm pretty sure they'll still get across some way for their supplies in the middle of the night. But that's all irrelevant. So what I'm trying to do is I just want to replay this, because I played it the other day in an earlier video which no one watches, and took it quite easily. So I've actually upgraded the defences, so they've got these two extra, sort of nonchalantly described as battalions, but they are actually quite a lot because they're in a light urban with fortifications. And so basically the whole idea, I think it's just interesting because we thought, I sort of modelled basically what the report said. I mean, I'm not one for actually believing anything I read, but I follow it. If I can refer to it, I can say that was what I was referring to. It's it's not that important that I'm infallible with regards to how I interpret current events. But basically, the bottom line is they're trying to cut this road off because this road leads to Mosul, and the point was they were doing it there. These hills are not as strategic as they look. They're just sort of more like large hummocks of sand, I think. But anyway, so the focus was around Telfare and the airport, but they actually went this way. So I'm going to do that. Oh, I need to play it first, don't I? Let's use some air power. Exchange. DR. Exchange. So that's 2 down. DR. Yes, 4-1 DR. That should put him down to about 5. Okay. So back to that. They both moved. 1.2, yes. Okay, well, this is not ideal, but I'm trying to do this quickly. He's only worth 1 now, so it's probably worth 3. So it's 2 to 1. It's going to be a 3 to 1, possibly a 4 to 1. Yep, DR. So I probably haven't got any movement left on anything, so I can't move in there. But last time, if you remember, I moved this unit into reinforced there, and it was sort of suicidal. Now, what he doesn't know is I'm moving towards this. So let's end that turn. And now ISIS had to retreat, but they didn't get any additional depressions, but they're still pretty depressed from the air power. So maybe not ideal, but we're forming a defensive line across there now, and everything else is going to remain static. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. See, ISIS don't know what the Iraqis are trying to do here, but we do, don't we? Okay, so that's creating a nice mechanised infantry line across there with the artillery, etc. all coming back. I think this unit could do with being prepped up a bit. Exchange. DR would be nice. We were lucky before, I think. An exchange. And this one should be a 2 or 3 to 1. Yeah. 4 to 1. DR. So we've got the same set of results we did last time, so it should be up to 5. So we've now got them both at the same level, which is nice. So they're only worth 1, so that's going to be a 4 to 1, possibly a 5 to 1. That'll be a 2 to 1. We can get some artillery on there, so we might as well push in on that. This should take it up to 7 to 1 DE. Okay. However, no, he seems to have retreated there. That's the problem with the regulars, you see. They're just a bit sneaky like that. Defender eliminated, but look, he just retreated. So I've got 2 DEs, but because they're irregulars, they just retreat. That makes them quite powerful. And he's obviously got it to this bottom line. We've got a second line coming along here, so it is quite strategic. We've got one front line and a slow moving back line, but we've got some sensitive artillery in there. Okay, I don't want to take too long about this. Okay, the ISIS unit. Now, to be quite honest, it's maybe nice being there, but I think he wants to pull back and defend. But he can't move through zones of control. So that's that. And now they're entrenched. I should have maybe done this earlier. Oh, that was good. So that was perfect first time, because that levels them down. Add another DR. So let's put them down to 6. Puts them down to 9. It instantly makes them worthless. So helicopter airstrikes against these two little companies in there. All of a sudden they're basically dead. Should have used this track earlier. Okay. This should be a 7-1 and a DE. 7-1 DE. Yep. Still got some movement here. Movement 1, easy peasy. We take out your brat Ash. Yep. Huh. Maybe I still need more than one to make that move. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Basically, we cut the road. I've strategically placed my units so they can't retreat closer to me. Seven to 1 DE, but he retreated. But this time he didn't retreat in a direction that was more frustrating. He had to go that way. So I can probably, bit by bit, cut him off. I'll have to make that an objective now, I think. Here, let's just do it. 3 to 1 and exchange with the worst dice roll I could have had, but that's the first negative roll. I mean, that serves them right for being sort of out on their own on the limb there, engaged in risky engagements. So the ISIS player, well, what does he really want to do? I think he's going to try and fall back to defend around here in that turn. Just marvelling out because I now know what I'm doing. It took me a long time to play that other game because I was figuring it out. You know, it's interesting that you can play these again and they become significant. You know, there's now such a simple setup, and now it turned out they actually took this place, and so we will take it. But now this gives us everything's gone slow. If only time would slow down as well when you get these little problems. It doesn't matter, I've got less than 20 seconds left now. Basically, is that possible? I think we just had, I think we just had a complete balls up there. But anyway, so that's a different version, west of Telfare.